We are on our way to our first haunted hotel. Can you give us some kind of sign? What the hell? The Discord disconnected! Okay, so...
yeah, 1700s.
Okay.
Obviously quite a vast history with it. Used to be a highway inn as well. So this is where the smugglers used to bring all the rum as they were smuggling it into the country. So you can imagine that brought a few bounties and that sort of thing.
Oh,
and,
yes.
Conflict and other things. And obviously variously over the years, Bodmin Moor is a very creepy place.
Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere. Obviously the A30 wasn't here a long time ago, so it was literally just this desolate building in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, wow.
So, and the mist appears out of nowhere as well, which is quite creepy. So if it does, yeah, it just blocks off this bit, but only here.
Oh, lovely. Okay, wonderful. I like the old phone. That's kind of cool. Has anybody ever said anything like they wake up and they see her at the end of the bed or anything like that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, she take my glasses and hide them on me.
No, I don't. As far as I'm aware, she's quite a nice little girl. She's
Okay,
absolutely
good.
fine. There is a bit of a more sinister one on the other side of the building that makes people feel very uncomfortable. But
Okay.
that one isn't in this room. So
Okay, perfect.
But you might find that down the hallway. So.
Okay.
I will give you your key there.
Okay.
So there's your key for room 5.
Thank you.
Breakfast tomorrow is 7:15 till 10:30.
Okay.
If you stay till then. 0 on the phone for reception. If you need anything at all, just give us a shout.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
Good luck.
Good luck. Thank you.
I am
you
back
so
tomorrow,
much.
so I will find out how you've been.
Okay, excellent. I'll see you tomorrow
worries.
morning.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. So I did record a little bit of like what she was saying to me and stuff. So Hannah, the little girl here, is a very active spirit. People have woken up and seen her at the end of the bed. People have felt her on the bed with them. Let's show you guys the room. We're gonna show you the room on the good camera. I don't want to miss anything, so you're gonna stay recording while we open our backpack. Backpack there. So my camera just stopped recording on me, but I think it was because it's about to be full. So we are at the Jamaica Inn in Cornwall, which was a really old smuggler's station or something like back in the day. Where actually, I didn't do all the research. I literally found out about this place like 3 days ago. So it's from the 1700s, and it's the most famous smuggling inn. In 1750, it became a coaching inn when coaches first started crossing the moor, linking the towns of Launceston and Bodmin. The inn is exactly halfway, and where horses were changed and weary passengers rested, and they have been doing this for 270 years since then. Its fame became worldwide when Daphne du Maurier wrote the best-selling novel Jamaica Inn, following her enforced stay in November 1930 in bedroom 3, where she recovered from the ordeal of getting lost until late at night when horse riding. So, cool thing about this hotel, this inn, is that it's actually a very well-known investigation spot. So, on weekends, I believe it's every Friday night, they host investigation nights, where if you book any of their main haunted rooms, you actually get a discounted rate because those rooms need to be open for the investigation. The room I am in, room number 5, has been told to me that this is the most haunted room. She's at least a really nice spirit. She's a kid. Her name is Hannah. I don't know. And, I'm sorry. I got distracted there for a moment. Chills down my spine, you guys. Okay, I don't really know her story, where she came from. Maybe I'll be able to find some information online and stuff. Now, I will tell you guys, I know I've never done any big haunted stuff. I know that's not been like the topic of the channel or anything, but I have always been extremely interested in this topic. So, I actually, like a week, 2 weeks ago, booked my first haunted castle in Scotland. Booked it there. Turns out I might have the most haunted room there. Book another one. get an extremely haunted room there. I'm like, this is exciting. I would like to say that I'm gonna provide you some video with no cuts and blah blah blah, and you're gonna see some scary stuff. But really, if I provided you a video with no cuts, we would have a 12-hour YouTube video for you. But depending on what I hear, what I see, what I find in the footage, that will be the end result of how long this video is gonna be. I'm hoping that you guys can trust me with this. My hope is that I will actually just have some nice, cool, raw footage for you guys. I know that my camera's only gonna record for like 20 minutes, but I've decided I'm gonna leave it recording while I go downstairs to eat. Also, I guess I never really showed you guys the room. So like, here's the room. It's got this cool, I love this. I'm sorry, this is like the cutest little setup ever. The water bottle and the old phone. Oh my god. Me. And bathroom. I like the bathroom. The ceiling's so low, like it's right above my head. So we are in the restaurant. We ordered halloumi fries, onion rings, and garlic cheesy bread because, of course, we go basic. We have a mango rum with lemonade. Oh, that's actually really good. She made it good. So the one guy I talked to, I asked him if he had any stories yet. He's only worked here for like 3 days. He doesn't have anything. I asked the other girl, I said, do you have any stories? She's like, I do the ghost hunts. She's like, so I can't give too much away. She's like, but it's definitely haunted. I'm like, okay, good enough. Thank you. While I was down in the restaurant, I decided to download an EMF detector app. Now, this app was under 60 the entire time I was in the restaurant. I walk around the room, it stays pretty normal. I walk up to the bed, and boom. It's like maxing out. And like my camera's showing it as kind of orange, but like it is bright red. And I pull it away and it's fine. This was where I first noticed it, and I put it on the bed and I was like, wow, it's getting like pretty close to like 100. And it gets red. It kind of changes around a bit. Taking my phone case off because it is said that phone cases can mess up the EMF reading and stuff. So I don't know 100% if I believe a phone app. Okay. Are you kidding me? It's locked? Why are you locked? Are you actually locked, or am I supposed to be able to get in you to hang up my stuff? I think it's actually locked. Okay. That's a little sketch. Why is it locked? Aren't we supposed to be able to like hang up our stuff? I Hannah, if that's you sitting on the bed, can you move so that this is no longer all the way red? Hannah, if you're here with me and you're what's making my phone go off, can you move to the other side of me so that my phone is no longer going off? So, I don't know what could be in the bed at this spot. A 16-year-old girl recently saw a young man wearing a U.S. Airman's uniform coming through the kitchen door and entering the bar before vanishing. He's also been spotted twice in the stable block. It's not as unlikely as it sounds. Thousands of American troops were stationed in the Bodmin and Launceston areas of Cornwall. They were known to frequent pubs, hotels around the country. There are also speculative reports of secret meetings being held at Jamaica Inn between U.S. Generals George Patton and Dwight Eisenhower when they came up to inspect their troops in the run-up to D-Day in 1944. The flying phone? Oh my gosh. 4 years ago at around 10:50 p.m. on Sunday, October 23rd, 2017, intriguing CCTV camera footage captured the moment when a wall phone hanging between the main bar and the utility area appeared to lift up and then drop to the floor by itself, startling staff member April, who was standing nearby facing the opposite direction. About 20 minutes earlier, she heard the bar door open, but nobody entered. See the YouTube footage here. I'll put a link for that video down below if you guys want to go see it. There's another large, grumpy presence that regularly makes his way around and about the inn. Through Karen's historical research and the team's public and private ghost hunting sessions, they recorded an increase in activity when they talk about James, whose father, John Broad, opened the inn in 1750. As a man of that period, he doesn't seem to like modern strong women. In those times, women have been subservient and without the rights they have now. Jack, the solitary stranger. This apparition was first reported in 1911 when several of the inn's locals noticed a man wearing old-fashioned clothes sitting or leaning on the front wall. They tried to converse with him, but he would neither look at them nor reply. When he faded away as quickly as he'd appeared, other people have seen a similar figure in the original bar era, sitting at what's now known as Jack's table. One woman saw him looking at her curiously with his head resting on one hand. Legend has it that a stranger was drinking ale at the inn one evening when he was summoned outside, leaving his half-full tankard on the bar. His dead body was found on the moors the next day, and his murder was never caught. She certainly didn't know the history, so that had to be a real sighting. Okay. Hannah, the child with wet feet. She's the most famous of Jamaica Inn's juvenile ghosts. One guest staying in room 5 woke up to see her wet footprints on the carpet leading across to the wardrobe where a bathroom used to be. What? Footsteps can be heard running around the bedroom at night, and people have seen a child's figure by the side of the bed and even had their legs touched. I'm like... Guys, okay, you guys know some of my biggest fears are based off of like the unknown, like the ocean, the dark, things where it's just unknown after that. One of my fears is under the bed. As I've been sitting here making this, I've literally had a moment where I'm like, please don't let anything touch my ankles, because that would just, and then it's like, sometimes you'll touch your legs. I'm like, please don't touch my ankles though. You can touch my leg, but don't touch my ankle. A serviceman staying in the room was so disturbed that he got up and slept in his car. Hannah has a growing fan base who writes letters and sends her toys, some of which appear to move location on their own. I don't see any toys in here for her, but okay. Mischievous Elizabeth. She's a Victorian girl with long blonde curly hair and she's quite playful. I've seen her in the museum, and one of the staff often catches sight of her in the corridor between the gift shop and the ladies' toilets. She's sometimes heard giggling with a friend in the gift shop where books have been thrown about and teenage girls with ponytails have had their hair pulled. Smuggler in the tricorn hat. Typical Poldark style attire for the 18th century, the tricorn hat is the standout feature of the man with black curly hair and breeches who is thought to be a smuggler like the one on the Jamaica Inn sign. He has often been seen walking through bedroom walls, lurking in corridors, and watching people in their beds. It's thought he could be responsible for the heavy booted footsteps persistently heard through the ceiling below. Well, aren't we about to have a fucking fun evening? Yes. So I think these are the other haunted rooms. It smells different on this side of the building. Okay, so I believe this is what she means, like this is the side with the evil presence. So I'm going to assume that either of those rooms. I know that they're all booked for the night too, because mine was like the last one available. I love that the lights are automatic in here. I swear I just saw a flashing light. So this is kind of like where my room looks out. So that is my hotel room up there. So we're just gonna see. I'm not superstitious, and I love black cats. But what a time. What a time. It's cool, I like the darker it gets. I've taken a bunch of pictures from down here, and I have yet to see anything in my room, which pleases me. Yes. So literally, I was like just walking back after getting some footage, and all these outside lights came on to like illuminate it. And it looks freaking wicked. I'm definitely like, gonna come down when it's dark. All right, so back to the room. My camera's soaked. It is called the Jamaica Inn. We are recording for a YouTube video as well. I have my camera set up over there. It's like if I woke up in the middle of the night to a baby crying, I would shit myself. Literally. No, I'd probably pee a little though. Maybe. I don't know, because I've never woken up to a baby crying when there shouldn't be, so who knows. Right, she's like, they also like, she'll like feel them sometimes like sit on the bed next to them, and I'm like, oh shit, and then she's like, and sometimes like, she'll lay next to them, and I'm like, I don't want to, like this is my first place alone. I get the most haunted hotel room. I'm alone, and I'm gonna feel some kid get in bed with me, like, no thank you. Every hotel I've stayed at this week has had a ceiling thing. Where's this one? Over there. Everyone has an atticle. Every single room I've stayed in. And I'm like, why? Why am I getting all the rooms with the atticles? I do not understand. But essentially I just wanna see if I catch anything. A sound, a knock. I'm gonna take some time later to like, you know, be alone and like focused. See if we can do anything. But for now, to like calm myself, I'm like, TikTok live. Record. Okay. So I know that essentially like every time I leave the room, I'm getting like half an hour of footage every time. So this is what first I'm gonna Hannah, if you're here in this room with me, we are about to use my phone as a device where you could communicate with us if you wanted to. This does not give you permission to follow me in any way or come home with me. It is just to converse with you a little bit and say hello. So if you would like to, the opportunity is about to come for you. I just heard noises. I don't know where the noises came from. And so I was kind of like looking that way to like, it could just be a door closing outside. We're just going to say it's a door. I just want to talk. Fuck. It's just like, I feel like this is more like if you want to talk to something bad. But you also shouldn't want to talk to something bad. And I'm doing this alone and being so open and stuff is like, guys, I almost don't want to thump. Did you hear it? Did you actually hear it? Or are you just amping me up a little bit? Maybe before we try this, maybe we can just start asking for some like, this time I hear voices. Okay. The first thumps, there was no voices, but that thump, there was voices after. So that one could have been like people leaving? Going outside? I have my earbuds in. Nice. You're picking up all the sounds. Okay, maybe we'll start without the app. Hannah, if you are here with us right now, can you give us some kind of sign? Can you tap on the wall? What the hell? The Discord disconnected! What the fuck? Okay. Love you guys. Jesus Christ. Hannah, if that was you, I'm really sorry for overreacting. I wasn't expecting that. If that was you, can you give me some other kind of sign? Can you knock on the door? Hannah, my name is Joanna, and I'm not here to be mean. I'm not here to poke at you. I would just like you to make your presence known somehow. You've shown yourself to a lot of people. I'm not expecting you to necessarily show yourself, but you can say hi somehow. Do you guys have any suggestions? You should get Ghost Tube. What's Ghost Tube? Is that like similar to this one? I've had those goosebumps again ever since that Discord made that sound. I was like, that was such like creepy timing. I was like, excuse me? Oh. My camera battery is dying, so I'm gonna switch it to the charged one. Yes, okay, I'm sorry, I'll be right back. Okay, so we shall set this up to record. Hannah, are you here with me right now? If you're here with me, you can say hello. Ding! I have a phone device in front of me on the bed that's recording that should be able to pick up if you decide you want to say hello to me. Do you feel like showing yourself to me tonight? Where are you from originally? Do you want to say hi, Hannah? Sometimes you can feel like a tickle at like the worst moment. I'm like, if my toque just got pulled off my head right now, I'd be sad. And well, I guess let's play it back. Even if you don't hear the phone could be dropped. Yeah, no, I know. So I was like, maybe we'll just play it back now. I got like 2 minutes worth of stuff. 2:34. Set this up to record. I'm gonna balance it on its phone case. Okay. Almost like a Welsh style. Yeah. One that shows you like stick fingers. She said I'm part Welsh too. My Nana's parents were from Wales. Okay. Hannah. Are you here with me right now? If you're here with me, you can say hello. Ding! I have a phone device in front of me on the bed that's recording that should be able to pick up if you decide you want to say hello to me. Do you feel like showing yourself to me tonight? Where are you from originally? You want to say hi, Hannah? Sometimes you can feel like a tickle at like the worst moment. I'm like, if my toque just got pulled off my head right now, I'd be sad. Okay. I feel like ghost hunters have like a lot of patience. Like a lot of patience. Okay. We're gonna go back to the EVP recorder. Is there somebody other than Hannah with me right now? If there is anybody with me right now, were you just right next to me? Leaning over my shoulder, maybe? If you're here, you can say hello. If you're not Hannah, can you tap on the wall? The Discord just disconnected again. That's the second time the Discord has disconnected upon me asking for something. Except I was asking for a knock on the wall, but I was literally about to ask for a different sign, and then that happened again. And I'm like, that's literally like what I was going for in my head. I feel cold. I feel cold right now. There's obviously like the cold and stuff like that, but when I went down to eat, and then when I came back up, I noticed that both times, like the moment that door shuts and you're alone in here, it feels very like you are alone in here. This is your little area kind of deal. Like, and it was kind of like, it was weird. Not necessarily heavy, just closed in. And then, yeah, like I said, I'm cold again. I don't know if I have goosebumps cold. Faint goosebumpies. Faint. The hair is not standing up yet. Though I'm sure if I didn't have my sweater on, I'd be screwed. Almost 4:20 for me. Jealous. We won't play the whole thing. That's like 7 minutes of me talking to you guys. But we'll play like the first little bit. Is there somebody other than Hannah with me right now? It's not that I'm scared of having an experience on purpose. I think it's more scared of inviting the wrong thing to talk to you, and scared of you never know the outcome, in a sense. And like I said, like I watched a lot of scary movies, so it's kind of like thought process. You think of like the worst of the worst. Like I could get wrapped up in a shower curtain, the light could turn off. Like if all the lights went off on me, I would cry. Now you take me to do laundry. Well, thank you. I'm scared to have a negative experience. Yes. Like, because it's so easy to invite the wrong thing in to talk to you. And like I said, my friend Beth always told me that with the strength that she felt from me as me being an empath, and for how open I am, like I'm open-minded to like everybody's religion. I'm open-minded to everybody's opinion on things. I'm open-minded to all the spiritual stuff, all the demonic stuff. And that's not a good thing when you're an empath, because it can invite those things to essentially like be attached to you. And there was a very, very long period of time, like, well, a few years, where there was always something right here. There was just something following me all the time. I didn't know if it was evil or not. People would say like, well, if you don't feel like threatened kind of thing, but the thing was that sometimes I did feel threatened. Sometimes I was like, my demon's here to protect me, because sometimes that's how I felt. And other times I was like, get off my shoulders, man. Get off. Like, fucking around with me tonight. Get off. Like, guys, I really don't want to go off live tonight. And I knew I was going to feel like this. Like, I was so pumped, but I was like, I know I've never done this before, and I know I'm not going to mentally be okay throughout the process. Did you guys hear that sound? Yeah. I'm on 12% now. Thanks for reminding me. And the sound I heard was kind of like a... How do I explain it? Like a... I don't even know. It wasn't really a thump or anything, but I can't describe it. You can tell your sous chef that my mom at first the sound I heard sounded like it was gonna be similar to like the water running in another room that I heard, like a pipe, like shh. But it was like shh, shh. And then that's when I was like first like this, and I waited, and then I heard more sounds, which kind of sounded like a scratchy scraping, like in the hallway. Okay, so like the camera's still recording over there, so like I'm excited to watch it back later, but I'm also freaking out and I'm cold again. Guys, it's 2:40. Okay, if something goes wrong and this ends, can like any of you please Facebook call me? Just Facebook call me and make sure I'm okay. We got 20 minutes till 3 a.m. If anything happens, just fucking Facebook call me. There's at least 3 of you on here that have me on Facebook, so like please take that step. So wait, museum, attic above the museum, rooms 3 to 12, the bar, the restaurant, and even the gift shop is known to have like younger girls will have like their ponytails like pulled or like flicked and stuff. So I'm going to the gift shop in the morning, of course, and no, I'm not gonna sleep. Really? Like this side or this side? Because I've been like having this vibe that like I look like I'm a green screen sometimes. Oh my god. That's the side with the mirror that's been freaking me out all night. Jesus Christ, man. I'm spooked. I love you.
Out of all the times I tried to see a sunrise at the beach in Courtney,